she's an expert at playing the veena. She sings in Marga, which is a call and response pattern of singing. Her assistants are the best dancers in Vrindavan and play instruments at recital halls. They dance to the beat of a damfudram, which is a percussion instrument that's kind of like a large tambourine. Her mother is Medha, her father is Pushkara, and her husband is Balisha. She and her 8 gopi messengers, headed by Tungavidya Devi, are experts in arranging the political alliances between Radha and Krishna. She exhibits the bhav known as Vipraladava, sorry if I pronounce it wrong, meaning suffering the pangs of separation. Symptoms include weeping, crying, and anxiety. For example, a gopi said, "O Doraitsaki, as the moon has risen, have we not been deceived by the Lord of Lakshmi? In this situation, what shall we do? Please give me some advice." And she became depressed while saying that. So in his Gorganodesha Deepika, Kavi Karnapuna has identified Srila Badodananda Saraswati as Tungavidya. So in a verse it says, Tungavidya Vrajayashit Sarva Shastra Visharita Sa Pranodananda Yatir Gora Gana Saraswati. The Gopi Tungavidya Devi, who is the most learned in all scriptures, has today become the sannyasi Prabodhananda, whose words are used in the glorification of Lord Gauranga. The exalted qualities of Tungavidya are described in Sri Sri Radha Krishna Ganodesha Deepika and Gora Govinda Chara Smarna Pradati. He wrote the Vrindavan Mahima Amrita, Radha Rasa Sudhinidhi Sangita, and Maharava Chitanwa Chandramita. Srila Saraswati Thakur says that his writings, or hers, is filled with sobriety and sweetness. So I chose her because I connect to many things with her, like how she dances, sings, and plays musical instruments. So like I take Kathak lessons, which was created to please Lord Krishna, and I also take music lessons. So it said that she can be hot-tempered, which reminded me a little bit of myself because sometimes I can be a little bit of a hothead. So now that we know a little bit about Tungavidya Saki, I'll narrate a pastime I heard from from His Holiness Indradyumna Swami. So what happened was, one day Tungavidya Saki was on her way to collect water from a well, and it just so happened that she saw Lord Krishna at that same well. So when he saw her, he said, my dear Tungavidya, I'm sorry, but this well is mine, so you're going to have to pay a tax equal to the amount of water you get." So Tungavidya Devi was furious. She said, "Krishna, you can't treat me like this. I'm going to make sure you don't meet Srimati Radharani for a very long time." And so then she marched up to complain to her Queen Radha. When she saw Radharani, she said, "We gopis are fed up with Shama Sundar. He taxes us for everything. He taxes us for going to the Yamuna, for walking on the road, for going to gardens, for picking flowers, and now he's taxing us for water. Soon he'll tax us for eating or breathing air." So Radharani said she would talk to him. After this, Tungavidya was plotting how she could make sure Radharani and Krishna don't meet. So she was doing this while walking on her way home. And while walking home, she had to pass through the Vrindavan forest. And here, she heard someone singing very beautiful bhajans. So, and then she saw that it was a young yogini with an iktara, which is a string instrument, singing. She approached the yogini and asked her to come back to the palace of Radharani's parents since she sang so beautifully. This made the yogini very angry, so Tungavidya Devi tried to pacify her. She said the king and queen of Barsana would love it. The yogini said, and I quote, "How can I enter a palace? My home is the Vrindavan forest. My bed is the soft dust, and my blanket is the sky of Vrindavan. The flower creepers are my belongings. The moon is the lamp of my hopes, and my chanting beads count the days until I meet the divine couple." I don't know, isn't that so beautiful? I'm going to repeat it one more time because it's like super beautiful. So the yogini said, "How can I enter a palace? My home is the Vrindavan forest. My bed is the soft dust, and my blanket is the sky of Vrindavan. The flower creepers are my belongings. The moon is the lamp of my hopes, and my chanting beads count the days until I meet the divine couple." So Tungavidya Saki persisted. So the yogini went with her. Once they reached the palace of Mother Kirtida, she said, Tungavidya Devi said, an exalted yogini has come to your palace. So Mother Kirtida immediately came down with thousands of servants to take darshan of the yogini. Then she washed the yogini's feet. The yogini was very pleased and asked Mother Kirtida to ask for a boon. So Mother Kirtida said, "Oh yogini, there is nothing I don't have. I have all the riches I could possibly hope for. I only ask for your blessings. As my daughter, I have a daughter who has been sick with a chronic disease for many days, and not even the best doctors could cure the disease." So the yogini asked for the name of the disease, but it was so rare that there was no name. She then asked for the symptoms. So Mother Kirtida said, at night she calls in her sleep, Yamuna, Yamuna, Kunja, Kunja, Murli, Murli. So the yogini asked if she sometimes calls, O Shyam, O Shyam, O Shyam in her sleep. Now Mother Kirtida was shocked. She said, yes, how'd you know? So the yogini said that she's an expert at curing this kind of disease and said, call your daughter. So then Radharani came down with her Sakis, and they and Mother Kirtida paid their obeisances to the yogini. The yogini asked Radharani how she was, and then said to Mother Kirtida, let us begin. The yogini said that she knew some Vedic dances that would cure Radharani of all black magic and her disease. So ask your daughter to dance with me. Radharani was hesitant at first, so then Mother Kirtida asked if she can do it on behalf of her daughter, but the yogini got flustered and walked away. All the Sakis came to pacify the yogini, so the yogini said that if you want me to cure the disease, then only the daughter can dance with me. The Mother Kirtida begged Radharani to dance, so Radharani reluctantly agreed to please her mom. So Radharani and the yogini were dancing very close together, and Radharani was a little suspicious of the yogini, so she asked her a few questions. She said, you're a renunciate, but how come your eyes are dark with black kajal? So the yogini said that once when she was traveling to the Himalayas, a sadhu said that if she wears kajal made from almonds and various herbs, she'll be blessed with the association of the Lord's devotees. So now she was confused and said, how come you're chewing betel? To which the yogini said, on the way to Yamuna, a sadhu came and said that this is Radha and Krishna, and that if I didn't take it, I'd be disrespecting the prasadam. Now Radharani became very suspicious. Where are you from? I'm from the forest of Prem. Which sampradaya are you from? So yogini said she's from the sampradaya of Prem. Who's your guru? Premamurti. Now what's really cool about this is that Premamurti is Srimati Radharani herself. So then the questions continue. Why have you taken renunciation at such a young age? To find real love of God? Then Radharani said, please tell me something about yourself. And the yogini smiled. I came from another country. I left everything to achieve the goddess of love. But Radharani asked, what will you do if you become attached to the material world again? Because she was so young. So the yogini replied, and I quote, because I have fallen into the sweetness of rasa, I will never fall back to the sour, bitter taste of the material world. Isn't that beautiful? I'll say it again. Because I have fallen into the sweetness of rasa, I will never fall back to the sour, bitter taste of the material world. Radharani paused for a moment and asked her, what is the true reality of this world? So the yogini said that the true reality of this world is to sit next to Srimati Radharani, this is sit next to you, and appreciate that you have the most beautiful eyes in the three worlds, like Radharani's eyes. And the yogini became very emotional and started shouting, Oh Radhe, I am yours! Oh Radhe, I am yours! Oh Radhe, I am yours! And she fainted. Everyone was so moved by her love for Radharani. So then Tungavidya Devi came to comfort the yogini and was very surprised to see that in the yogini's bag there was a little flute sticking out. So then she realized that it was Lord Krishna who had tricked them all, and everyone was happy since Lord Krishna and Radharani were reunited. So isn't this pastime so amazing? I remember I was laughing and was smiling so much when I heard it. So now I'd like to end with a verse about Sri Tungavidya Devi. I worship the very Rasika, Sri Tungavidya, who is adorned with sandalwood paste mixed with camphor. Her beautiful saffron-colored body is decorated with many fine jeweled ornaments. She delights in wearing a lovely red dress, and she has many wonderful qualities. She knows many transcendental songs, and she dances before Sri Hare to the beat of a dampu drum. Thank you, and please forgive any mistakes I might have made or any shortcomings while trying to talk about such an exalted devotee. And Zaki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.